I look at the pointy tips peeking from underneath her pajamas, a primal urge surges uncontrollably within me. I say deliberately and slowly, I have something even better than a cucumber, and I was a single dad without a woman on by my side. The loneliness built up on me. My body felt like a long, parched field, desperate for the touch of spring rain. Her shower that night, she had nothing to change into, so she could only wear Amanda's pajamas. They were slightly too snug, outlining her delicate figure. When she stepped out of the bathroom, her hair still damp, the droplets soaking through the thin fabric, it was obvious that she wasn't wearing anything underneath. I could even faintly see the outline of her breasts. I couldn't help swallowing. Her figure was strikingly beautiful, and she was undoubtedly busty. Her skin was pale and smooth, the pajama top barely reaching her hips, accentuating the soft curves of her body. On her feet were a pair of simple slippers, her toes small and adorably shaped. I couldn't take my eyes off Lexi. My desire had already been pent up for so long that the sight of a woman fresh out of the shower stirred something immediate in me. Desire rose fast, almost embarrassingly so, but Amanda was right there. I couldn't do anything else, but forced myself to hold it in, turning my head away and fixing my gaze on the newsplane, on the TV. Then Lexi sat down beside me, watching along with me. "Mr. Kane, thank you so much for letting me stay over. This hurricane came at such a bad time." Her bare legs were right there before my eyes, close enough to make me acutely aware of them. They were so enticing that I almost wanted to pry them apart. The scent of her youthful, fresh fragrance drifted toward me. I gulped hard, composing myself before replying as calmly as I could. "It's no big deal. You're very welcome to stay." Amanda, sitting nearby, leaned over with a grin. "At least I won't be bored over the next few days, thanks to Lexi." I stood up, grabbed a change of clothes, and headed toward the bathroom. "I'll go take a shower, too." As soon as I stepped into the bathroom, I noticed a pile of clothes lying in a basin. They were the clothes Lexi had worn during the day. Without thinking, I picked one up. A quiet curiosity getting the better of me, I took a whiff of her scent, subtle but unmistakably hers. What caught my eye even more was the set of undergarments placed beneath them. She hadn't brought any spare clothes with her when she arrived, which meant that earlier there had been nothing separating her from the thin pajama. My thoughts flashed back to how she had been sitting beside me just moments ago. A sudden warmth stirred in my stomach. Wasn't she afraid of accidentally flashing me? She sure was bold. I picked up her dirty underwear and found a yellow on it. It must have been her discharge. I couldn't force down my burning desire anymore while the ladies were still outside watching TV. I put the underwear over my tip and began stroking my length. Having gone so long without intimacy, I wasn't surprised that the pent-up tension quickly became overwhelming with how silky smooth the underwear was. The sensation soon brought me to another level. The release came abruptly, and in the process I realized I'd made a mess of things. Now there were 2 stains on Lexi's underwear. If she were to notice, it would be impossible to explain. Flustered, I hastily tucked everything back in place, intending to deal with it by throwing it into the washing machine the next day. After that, I turned on the hot water and took a quick shower. When I finally stepped out, I wrapped a towel around myself and left the bathroom. As I stepped out of the bathroom, I caught Lexi's gaze, lingering on my lower body. There was an intensity in her eyes, so much so that it made me wonder if she thinking about the same thing as I am. Just then, the storm outside grew fiercer. With a sudden snap, the power went out and the entire room plunged into darkness. Amanda let out a frightened cry and rushed straight into my arms. Her soft, full curves pressed tightly against me, and our lower bodies were glued. A shiver ran down my spine.